You know, first of all, political people and political leaders are different. Some are confrontational. Some are, you know, they avoid any form of confrontation. Others just ignore. I mean, I would imagine if it was President Kibaki, all this would just be, you know, just air, you know. But some people give you what you give him, they give you back. And I think President Ruto is one of those, that if you give him, he'll give you back. Because remember, throughout, since the impeachment, the former vice president has been on an attack mode, and the president has not really been returning any fire. So I think at some point, he felt his side of the story has to be given as well.
And this is the right opportunity.
And because a lot of people are waiting for him to say something on that, and if you saw the journalists, this is what they were pushing him to respond to. But on the whole, I wanted to, again, tell the Kenyans listening to me that Gachagua this, President Ruto this, who said that, who did that, you know, those things happened between two people. And we cannot for sure know exactly what the problem was. And you will remember that even during the time of President Uhuru and President Ruto, again, there were tensions. In fact, so serious the tensions were that President Uhuru decided to support another candidate. But again, we never quite, you could never quite get to know exactly what transpired because it was between the two of them. And honestly, for me, our mission as a nation, as a country, as political leaders, is to make those roads happen, to make the budgets work, to make the prices of goods and commodities affordable, to make the hospitals work, to make education work, water to be supplied. And all these other issues are, you know, are by the way.
But
especially,
Senator, that the president does set the tone for any kind of discussion, even political.
True, but they are also a by the way, because the real issue here, have the roads been done? Are the hospitals working? Have the prices of commodities gone down? And to a large extent, these things, when you talk about them, they are boring, even like, because nobody really, you know, wants to pay attention to those. But the fact of the matter is that when the president was addressing, and I watched that interview, he talked about the dollar coming down. He talked about managing the economy and the debt situation that we found, the prices of fuel coming down, the prices of fertilizers coming down, all that discussion. And the way he said that he had to manage the economy first before implementing some of the things that, the promises that he had done, he had given to the people. But all that is in making news because, you know, again, the way Kenyans are tuned, we are so political. So if in this whole interview, for example, if we talk about roads, about the economy, about, will not trend. But if you mention Gachagua, Ruto, or some controversial statement, you will trend because that's how
the president
Kenyans
trend. He knew
Kenyans
that saying anything
are,
then we'd go that way.
No, from where I see it, I think we should distinguish between political issues and the real issues that are there. So for me, I appeal to the Kenyans who are listening to me that we have issues. We have to focus, and those are the things that are going to help this country go forward.
On the front page of the Star, they talk about the president, some of the projects that he